Hello. Oh, somehow I always manage to be slightly late lately. I don't know. But oh my goodness, the chat is jumping today. Who is already in here? We got KO Joe, we got J5 Toys, we got J Albert King, we got Truck, we got Slargry Goobert, we got Morand, we got Cosmina. Everybody up in the chat tonight. Woo. Okay. Oh, okay, so what has everyone been talking about? And how has everyone's Saturday been so far? I unfortunately had to watch the US beat Denmark. That was sad, cause yay Denmark. Just bought the Oh, J. Albert King wants to call in sick to play video games. Yes, do it. I am all in favor of this. I will write you a sick note. I will support anyone who wants to do that. But yes, happy Valentine's Day. I never do anything for this day because, like I said, at the end of my last week's live, I always tend to get sick on Valentine's Day, and frankly, today is no different. So, continuing the trend of Desi gets sick every bloody Valentine's Day somehow. I don't know. And there's Greg. I said her name 3 times and magically she appears. I try. I'm not watching anything for Valentine's Day. After this live, I'm going upstairs and I'm eating pizza, and I don't even know what I'm gonna watch. Schitt's Creek, probably, actually. I've been going through the seasons lately. Past couple days, so thank you, Cosmina. I am eating crappy heart-shaped pizza. I mean, it's crappy because it's already heart-shaped, but where did you get the crappy pizza, and why are you eating crappy pizza? Don't eat crappy. Life is too short for crappy pizza. Of all the things that should not be crappy, pizza should not be one of them. Okay? Pizza should want to be one of like the highlights of the day when you finally get pizza. Okay? Sean had pizza. I hope it was good pizza. I declared today Valentine's Day. Just watch your favorite Yes, watch your favorite bad guys. Again, Schitt's Creek doesn't have any bad guys, but that's an awesome show. And there's Goose Comics. I've been rewatching BSG for the 10th time again. Still a great show. I still need to sit my butt down and watch SG1, the entirety of SG1. I think I've made it up to like season 5, and then essentially it's like, okay, I need a break from it because 5 seasons, and then I always forget to go back to it. So I need to. I even have it signed by Gary Chalk, okay? I have the box set. I have the thing signed by Gary Chalk, and I have not finished watching that show. I'm a terrible fan. No, Truck, sorry. I'm the type of person where, depending on how hungry I am, I can polish off a large by myself. So no, I never bring enough for anyone. No. Also, I made the mistake of agreeing to get Pizza Hut because it was 50% off yesterday. So me and the housemates were kind of like, yeah, let's just all order pizza. And I forgot how greasy they are. So I'm not looking even forward to the pizza. It's good. It's decent pizza. It's just very greasy. And also mine is greasier because I put pesto on mine instead of tomato sauce. So that's double whammy. Damn. So as you guys know, I have the heater next to me because this basement is freezing. And yeah, and you know that the cats like to kind of take over my heater. Danica took it over so much, she's actually tilted it away from me. So I was sitting here going, why am I cold? And I looked, and she's pushed it more towards the shelf behind me. So I don't even get any warmth right now either. Grilled chicken. Ooh, I like grilled chicken. You really can't go wrong with chicken. Chicken's one of those, like, you can put it in anything and do anything with it, and it turns out good. Pizza, novelty for the... Okay. Pizza now is that pizza where, because it does not exist out here in Alberta, I don't even think it exists anywhere in the West. I always try and get pizza when I go back out east to visit you know, the family. I always get pizza when I'm out there because it's not here. And it's like, I know it's garbage pizza, but it was there. I ate like a pig. Good news is I got a big box from Dynamite today. The bad news, it's a box for a Canadian friend of mine. Boo! Boo. But you know what? At least the Canadian friend is getting their order eventually. So yay on that. As always, I highly recommend Babylon 5. 5-year arc, beginning, middle, and a novel for television pre-planned arc. Again, there's a list of shows I really need to get through, and somehow I never get through it. Somehow. It also doesn't help that, you know, the few times I do travel, or the one time I travel, it's usually one time, but the 1 or 2 times I travel, it's twice on a plane minimum a year. And it's kind of like, yeah, I should have my own like little media thing to watch while I'm on the plane because they don't give you the little screens anymore. And all I have are 2 iPads that are like 10 years old. So trying to get any media on them is next to impossible. Because it'd be like, yeah, I don't mind traveling with that. I don't want to travel with a laptop. Let me travel with an iPad or something. And but I thought you said don't get bad pizza. What are you gonna do? It's a novelty thing. To get pizza for me, again, it's more of a, I literally can't get this, so it's like I go back. It's not great pizza, but you know, it's that thing that you can only get when you visit family, so that sort of thing. I ate pupusas earlier today from a new place, and they were pupusas. That sounds so familiar, but it could be my brain being weird. Stargate the movie is one of my faves of all time. Watch it a couple times a year, but for some reason I just can't get into the TV show. Oh, I'm wounded. No. Do you need a reminder of how bad it is? To be, it's not. I've had worse pizza. I have had worse pizza than pizza. So again, it is not the worst. It's just not great. So, or maybe the one in my little town was really decent at making pizza, because again, it wasn't, if my mother was accepting of it, and we're talking old school Italian here, then it's not terrible. All I know about pizzas, Bret Hart used to do commercials for them. One of the reasons I recommend Babylon 5, it was made with artistic integrity, not adored by the network, overshadowed by larger franchises. It's the Gargoyles of science fiction TV. I mean, that's a good way to put it. I just, again, wasn't... Okay, I remember reading some news today, and I could be misremembering, but is it Babylon 5 that was just added to the YubTubs to watch for free? Is it the YubTubs? Because then I kind of lose an excuse to not watch it. Desi should watch Gene Roddenberry's Earth Final Conflict. Oh, we are talking old over here now. God, I remember seeing the commercials for that. Come to New York, I'll take you for some good pizza. Sir, as much as I do not doubt that New York has good pizza, I'm Italian. There's literally nothing that they can make that will beat anything that I've made at home. I'm sorry, but no. Unless it is made by literally somebody who came off the boat in New York. No, sorry. I will fight you on that. Again, I have no... I've had... that's the thing. I've had New Jersey pizza. But that's because literally that's where my family was residing. That's where we were. And they had a pizzeria in New Jersey. That was some good pizza. But again, fresh off... I don't want to say fresh. They've been living in New Jersey for years, but off the boat. So, Predator Badlands is on Disney now, and it's great in my book. Hello, it was 3DAF. 3F? God, you're gonna have to remind. I think it was 3DAF. Yeah, 3DAF. Yeah. I hope I'm remembering right. I wish I had access to Disney Plus because I would be watching all the things. I think Throne and Amazon wishlists can be posted, but personal info is not shared with the public. Probably. A lot of the pizza places here are made by people who came off the boat. See, that those are the places you would have to take me to. If they are not off the boat, I won't go. No, that pizza is one of the favorite foods because you can literally customize it any way you dang well want, and it's bread. I am always happy with bread. Just give me bread. I'm still waiting impatiently for my Iron Studios Demona statue. Bought it in August, but it hasn't shipped yet. You know what? Very lucky of you to be able to get that statue. Post pictures. 100% post pictures when you get it, because it's one thing. I know the promotional photos are usually whatever. They're not terrible, but it's like sometimes they just enhance it. So I would like in somebody's hands to go, hey, this is the statue. But yes, take pictures, because I will never have, unless I win the lottery. I ain't owning one. I had pizza in Italy once. It was really plain, like a cracker with sauce and some cheese. I kind of think we accidentally ordered a veggie pizza. You probably ordered I believe it's the margarita. But yeah, you have to be a little bit specific. And depending on the cheese, because you probably had the really good, just the splotches of mozzarella. Oh my God, I want to go back to Italy and eat pizza. The best pizza I had was in Italy. The best pizza I had was in Italy. I know a pretty good oven-baked pizza place in my hometown's old town, just saying. You gotta go for the oven-baked too. I was stationed in Livorno, Italy. Oh! You got to stay there for so long. I'm so jelly. I was in Italy, I think the longest, because I went twice. 3 weeks, I think? Yeah, 3 weeks. Oh, best 3 weeks ever. What was added to YubTub today, then? I know one of the old science fiction shows was added to YubTub. I know that much. Should be sent between April and June. April's around the corner. I mean, heck, it's the end of February. I was told my order would come in February 2026, and I'm like, guys, it's mid-February. Where the heck is it? So I don't think that one's coming in. A lot of the pizza places here are by people who wised up and got out of NYC. Yes, tag. I had a 100% French-Canadian family who ran a pizza place. It was decent, topping and cheese an inch thick because we were family. Crust could barely support the weight, but that's how you do it. That just break. Who cares? It doesn't have to be tidy. It's pizza. It's pizza. It just needs to taste good. NYC is awesome. Born here, I'll die here. Only other place I could ever see myself living is maybe Los Angeles. I don't know where I can, like, I get comfortable really easily pretty much no matter where I live. The only thing that really angers me is traffic. That's the only thing that ever makes me go, no, I don't want to deal with this area. That's about it. And even then, there's ways, if they have a decent, transit system, it's like, okay, I can easily get around the traffic situation, but ooh, open fire pizza, yes. I got used to the thin pizza over there and could only eat the toppings when I came back to the pizza. Yeah. Straight Italian pizza? Dang. I miss it. I miss it. Obs, I'm having a bit of fun. I've been into NYC, been into its bones. I get the affection for the place. Each place usually does have its charm. Yeah, that's the best way. It's it's something. Each place does. I was in Livorno and they always screw me up with the Zeds. Vicenza. The second year. Italians don't even use tomatoes like the States. Nope. It also depends the region. Like, I was mostly in the South, and it was just the tomatoes were pretty much used the same-ish, but then it's like the grilled tomato and stuff like that. So, but the thing is, it's like I go to Italy and everything seems normal to me because, again, Italian parents. So it's like, oh yeah, this is just usual. And then I go to North American places like, wait, you don't do this? I'm very confused. I don't understand. Danica, can I turn the heater? I'm kind of cold. She is passed out. I should show you just how passed out she is. It's so funny. So funny. Yeah. There we go. Show you my very fat sleepy kitty. My very fat sleepy kitty. She's just out like a light. It's amazing. I just want to turn it. I just want to turn it. That's it. I'm cold. Kittas are silly. Tomatoes aren't really good for us, even though I like. That's what I keep hearing. I'm just like, but it's got vitamins and it's a fruit, and why? Like, I just want tomato. It's delicious. It's nummy, especially when you put it in like guacamole. I'm a quarter Italian. Does that make me an authority at all? I mean, that makes you a manja cake. Which I'm a manja cake too, so I may be like direct, like raised by Italians. I'm still a manja cake. I'm still a manja cake. It is what it is. As soon as you're not directly from Italy, you're manja cake. I don't make the rules. That's how we do things. Wait, what? Yeah, see, what are the negatives of tomatoes? And there's Logan. Hello. I learned about eating calamari and angel hair pasta with olive oil. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. Angel hair pasta is beautiful, and calamari. Oh, now I want calamari. I know it's not the Italian calamari, but dang it, I like it when it's got all the breadcrumbs all over it, so it's a crunchy calamari. Oh my god. Now I want calamari. Pizza sounding worse and worse by the second now. Yes, the nightshade family, which has many, many problems depending on how you digest stuff. Nightshades are not great. Technically, I'm a quarter Sicilian, but my mom still tells people the ancestors were from northern Italy because of old stigmas. No, I proudly say I am part Sicilian. I don't care. Although it was funny enough where visiting family, one specific family member in southern Italy, it's like, no, you don't go around saying you're from Sicily around here or you're part Sicilian. You don't do that here. I'm like, guys, can we stop with this? And back then it would have been late or like mid 2003-ish. It's like, guys, really, it's the 2000s. Are we still doing this? The negatives of tomatoes, having them explode when trying to cut them. Sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't care. I still love tomatoes and have fond memories of tomatoes from my grandparents' garden. See? Tomatoes bring people together. Tomatoes have seeds in them that put micro tears in your intestinal wall. I mean, that's true of any seed. Strawberries would do that. Blueberries would do that. Literally any seed. Nuts can also do that. What else? There's a lot of things that can do that. The Corleones from The Godfather were Sicilian. Tony Soprano was Napolitano. Yeah, there's a lot of weird. I think I believe the Dracons are Sicilian. I believe so. But it's funny, the jokes we made of Italy was built by the mafia. Sorry I'm late. I ate some chocolate hearts, getting chocolate all over my fingers in the process. Wiped them off my copy. Oh no! I know you didn't do that, Logan. I know you didn't do that. And yes, who got their copy of Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, #2? I did not. I got the notification for it, which I was surprised it came in this week, given the delays for #1. I forgot to put in an order for #3, so I have to go book my comic shop. But yeah, who got all their copies? I did not, so I cannot brag that I have it. I cannot. Very sad. Are we doing a tomato smear campaign? Ooh, fried green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes. Oh god, guys. I eat less Italian food now that I'm kind of out on my own. I hang out with white people, man. It's the easiest way for me to point. I am struggling to find Italians out here in Calgary. Struggling. I think Little Italy is like a block over here. Chinatown is literally like a corner. Yeah. There's not a lot of diversity out in Calgary. When I worked in food service, the boss seemed to like buying overripe tomatoes, so there were days where I went home wearing bits of tomatoes. That is highly unfortunate. That sucks. Overripe tomatoes. I mean, they have their plate button. Got my copy and have not yet read it because I'm lazy in a very unusual way. Moran, like I said, I don't read it until I have every single copy in hand. So even if I had it on hand, I wouldn't have read it either. So I want so bad another gargoyle stuff, but gotta save the moolah. Yep. The Templars built Italy. Shh. Shh. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. I bet Demona eats a lot of Italian these days since she has Antoinette. Greg! Greg! Oh, God. Greg! What do you... Well, you... I'm not saying anything. No. No, no, no. But now I want to see. Why is my keyboard doing the same stupid thing again? There we go. At least Google gave me an option. No, go away AI. I don't use you. You are garbage. I mean, yeah, see, there are health benefits to tomatoes. It's just... Let's see if it'll let me put in the word bad. Wow, it just... Funny how sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. And it overshot. Oh my god. It's weird how this happens so randomly. Will it let me? Come on, it's right there. It's right there, come on. Let me. No. It's gonna screw up in a second. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. I got it. I managed. Oh. Yeah, there's all the chemistry. Okay, of consuming excess tomato. I figured it was going to be something excess to it. Yeah, heartburn, allergic. Oh, kidney issues. That's fun. If you have IBS, excess sodium. Oh, well, that's more tomato sauce. So yeah, it's the usual. They're bad for you if you eat them in excess, really. So it's the same as everything else. Never do anything. Never consume anything. You know, everything in moderation. As long as you do everything in moderation, it's fine. Where do we go? All right. See, I'm pure hard enough that I missed the joke until Desi started chuckling in that way about it. He wrote it innocently enough. That was the best part. It was very innocent enough. And then, yeah. That was what I did. I waited until I acquired all of the TMNT, the IDW collection, and read them all. What a fantastic set of comic books. Yeah, it's just nicer to be able to sit down. Because essentially it's how I read books. Well, granted, I'll start reading a book and put it down because there's too much to read. But it's a thing of sit down and just read. And it's there waiting for you when you have time again. I threw this out earlier, but just for a bit of fun, I've been off and on thinking of drawing a Lovecore themed Gargoyle OC. Thoughts? Lovecore, I don't know Lovecore. Hey, there's Packrat. Hello. Are you confusing the Templars with the Illuminati? No. The Templar. Shh. Also, yeah, I'm still an omnibus collector and type and want to wait until the whole comic printed as a full graphic novel. Tomatoes can exacerbate eczema. I'm guaranteed there is something else that does that too. It's the, again, once you find out if something like tomatoes like exacerbates eczema, you just avoid tomatoes, that sort of thing. For me, a couple of years ago, I was literally allergic to milk randomly. So I just avoided milk and yeah, went away. But yeah, it's that sort of thing. Oh no, sometimes I lean back in the recliner and guzzle tomato sauce. Sounds messy. And there's Simon. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes. Tomorrow is technically my Valentine's Day because that's when I go out and buy all the half-off chocolate. That's what I do. They're also in vows, and we see their leadership on page in the yep. And Eye of the Storm, they use it to describe Goliath's behavior. But yeah, so yeah, it's just everything in moderation. Just like I'm going to buy a crap ton of chocolate, but I'm not going to sit there and eat it all in one sitting. I always get tempted, but usually my stomach revolts long before I can try. Only chips I can sit in one sitting, just like sit there with the whole bag and just consume. Half-price chocolate is awesome. Yep, especially when it's the Ferrero Rocher. Oh my gosh, that's. Oh, I gotta wake up early for that, don't I? Grocery stores open at like what, 8? But it's half-price chocolate. I kind of, unless it's on the. Don't mind waking up at 8, but I will put in an online order. So that way at least I don't have to really get out of bed. Maybe I'll do that. Because the last thing I want to do is go to a grocery store on a Sunday. I avoid the grocery store like the plague on the weekends. And during the lunch hour and during the evening rush. I did Valentine's with my husband yesterday. Went out to a lovely Indian buffet on Valentine's Day. You both are very brave. I mean, it's your husband, so by now you both should be used to anything from the other person, but that's still very sweet. I'm gonna have to update Gargwiki's misconceptions page again, am I? Probably, Greg. Probably. Just give me more stuff to talk about on this channel. It's fine. It's all good. I gotta go back and look on Disney. Sunday morning grocery stores are empty. Oh no. Maybe for you, J. Albert King, but heck, I remember working in a grocery store, and I grew up in the middle of nowhere. Like maybe very first thing in the morning, it's kind of quiet. By like 8:30 in the morning, the people are already started rolling in. I'm like, don't you guys have like church to go to or something, or just sleep in because it's Sunday? Like, what are you doing at a grocery store at 8:30 in the morning? I don't even want to be here. For lunch, I had mussels fra diavolo and a lobster roll. Oh, the date was a bit meh, but the food was good. As long as the food was good. As long as food was good. That's dates come and go. But if food comes and goes, you've got a problem. It's going to be that kind of chat today, isn't it? It's going to be that type of chat today. Oops. God, I need a haircut. I have not gotten my hair cut since like August. I am overdue. It's bothering me. That's why I keep, it just keeps getting, I'll figure something out. Oh, now I want chocolate. I want chocolate right now. My Valentine's plans fell through 2 weeks ago, so now I'm buying a PS5. Correct answer. Yes. See? Dates come and go. Enjoy everything else. Like, if I had the funds to buy a PS5, I'd do that too. In a heartbeat. Like, if my food comes and goes, if it's Taco Bell, it goes. See, Logan, sorry, you need more fiber in your diet. You told on yourself, sir. You told on yourself. Italians take like 2-hour lunches in Italy. They eat healthier though. Oh no, they don't just take 2-hour lunches. One of my family members, I can't even remember the type of business they owned, but they owned a business, and we went there, right before they closed up for lunch, so that we could go back to their apartment and have lunch. So they closed down around, I think it was 12 p.m. So we went back to their place, had lunch, had a nap, did all the stuff. They didn't go back to work till 4. It was great. I'm like, we need this in North America. What? Not only do you get a fantastic, nice, big lunch, you get a nap in the middle of the dang day. So it's a lot easier. So you open up again at 4, and then you stay open till like 9 or 10 p.m. It's beautiful. It's great. I love it. Why is North America so broken? It's Puritans. And I'm not joking. Definitely going to take advantage of discounted chocolate too. I just wanted to make a poop. Nope, Logan, you told on yourself. That's it. Hello, Ghost Max. Happy Valentine's Day. You have to go get gas on the autostrada. The autostrada. Guys, stop. You guys are like coming up with ways for me to go into accent. What are you guys doing? Did you plan this? Are you doing this on purpose? Like what? Sign me up, I'll do that, or 4 10-hour days. No, I am fine with doing Monday to Friday. I want a 4-hour break in the middle of the day every day. Like, what the heck? Thank you. I'm here until 9 Central. Central doesn't, what is this Central BS? True story, I once dated a supervisor at work. She was a single mom, lasted 2 months. She married her baby's father. Then she showed up at work in a brand new Mercedes, and I knew she was quitting. Oh my God. Wow. Although, I judge her harshly, mostly because she showed up in a Mercedes. Who the heck buys a Mercedes? That is like one of the worst makes of vehicles you could buy. What? No. It's a status symbol. I will never buy a Mercedes. Unless it's like one of the old ones that you get it for stupid cheap because they were so made decently. Mercedes ain't worth. I'm still experiencing the after effects of Indian buffet. Oh no. Largry Goobert. No. They like to keep us distracted. Not wrong. A few weeks ago, I mentioned to another boss that I miss M. That supervisor I dated who later left. Boss said, you know her husband is a big time. Oh my God. Wow. I'm just popping in to say hi. If the stream is still going when I get home, I'll jump back in. Okay, guys, we gotta push for Ghostmax to get back home ASAP, safely, but as soon as possible, so that they can jump back in the chat. We gotta do that. But have a good night, Ghostmax. Get home safely. Did you see that Tubi is adding over 100 shows on March 1st? I did not, Trekopedia. Thank you for that update. That is fantastic. I love Tubi. I love Tubi. I use it quite often. I just want a decent wage or a few thousand in the bank, right? Mercedes is for pimps and pastors. I had a 4-day work week once. It was nice. Yeah, everyone gets a 4-day work week once every couple months, and everyone enjoys it, but we never let it stick. First time making into one of these streams. Hello, Silhouetted Animator. Wanted to ask, why were the classics trades delayed a couple of times? I already pre-ordered them. The classic, oh, you mean the Kickstarter? Cause my brother-in-law has a Mercedes he can't afford. He's very obsessed with see status symbols. See, I wasn't lying. I don't say this because I'm just random. I also live in an area where everyone drives a pickup and no one needs one. I grew up in the boonies. I'm used to seeing everyone with a pickup truck, but they were dirty, filthy, and used. These are the cleanest pickups I've ever seen. I'm sorry I'm new, but huge no, welcome, Silhouetted. And we love the newbies. We are very kind here. We are very welcoming. My father had an 87 Mercedes that he pumped tens of thousands of dollars to keep running after he lost everything. Cling to that rich guy image. I hate Mercedes. See? 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 Oh, my bra strap flipped. Sorry. Okay, I fixed it. To be... Get out, Logan. Get out. Now I got Logan and Sean doing this crap. What is that? Sooner or later, I have to take a picture of my Hudson figure. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's all Warner Brothers animated series, including Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Free. Oh my god. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Happy Valentine's Day to the First Lady of Gargoyle Nation. Thank you, Josh Anthony. Very cute. Thank you. I'm going to put that on my channel somewhere. First Lady of Gargoyle Nation. Yes, I'm doing that. The Marvel run and the SLG one. Okay, so you... On Amazon? Whoop, and the chat jumped on me. 4-day work week, clearly not the auto sector. Oh, that sucks. Diamond Distribution is out of business. They own Dynamite. They owed Dynamite over $1 million. It delayed a lot at Dynamite Publishing. There you go. There you go. So it was that. I need details. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just don't pick up on the obvious. It's a thing. I don't know. More details, the better. Do you think Gargoyles can make it as a live action movie? Yes, I don't want it. Don't want it. I don't want live action. I know it's the thing, but clearly no one's doing it right. So I don't want it. I don't. If out of all companies, the biggest one, Disney, can't do it right, no. I would rather some indie company than do it, because at least they'll put their heart and soul into it. No, I don't want live action. I don't. I'll have to take pictures of all the Gargoyles figures I've got so far as proof of purchase. Yeah, no interest in live action Gargoyles. It's not Wiseman Stories. I don't. Yeah, if it's not. See, that's the thing. Live action and Greg Weisman. Okay, I'll put up with it, but I don't want live action, and I want Weisman involved. I don't want him just as a, we asked him a couple questions and then left. I want him involved. I want him in it. Oh my god, they should actually also put him in it so he can do his one line from the show. That too. Oh, I can turn my heater around. Oh, she absorbed all the heat she needed. I never really watched anything on Tubi, but now I may have reasons to. Yeah, Tubi has saved my butt quite a few times. I stepped away for a minute. What did I do now? Everything, Sean. Everything. Gargoyles Classic Years is on Amazon. It's scheduled for March currently. Classic Years. Am I going to be able to type? I don't know. Probably not. Nope. Nope, can't. Maybe it was I had too many things open. Let me try again. Let's see. Oh. No, it's screwed up. Nope, I can't search it. Besides Thomas, why does the chat keep jumping on me? Why? Besides Thomas the Tank Engine, Gargoyles is up there on my list of favorite franchises, heavy with lore. I didn't even realize there was lore in Thomas the Tank Engine, so I really have to like actually give it a watch and be like, what the heck? Most appropriate response. Disney should be banned from making live action remakes. I swear, they did okay with Cinderella and then just crapped out on everything else. And then they did okay with Little Mermaid and then crapped out on everything. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. Like, Snow White is the epitome of what were you guys doing? So, I apologize for the confusion. No, don't worry. Live action or not, I would not want to see something that just tells the same story again. I don't mind them doing that in the sense of showing people that never knew Gargoyles. Like, right now we can keep showing them the show and whatever, but and the upside is it's on Disney Plus and whatnot. There are certain people that like just do movies type thing. So if it expands the amount of people, how many people get eyes on it, I don't mind that. But again, it would have to be a sort of, we just took Awakening parts 1 to 5 and made that a movie. Like that's it. And then it's like, hey, yeah, whatever. Weissman should be involved in adding the world of Gargoyles to the Kingdom Hearts. That too. I need that. Live action Gargoyles would be awesome. Jason Momoa as Goliath, Jack Black as Broadway, Adam Sandler. How do I... Wait, I know how to ban people from my chat. Danica did temporarily come back, and then I think she went into my closet, so she's around. Have Mr. Weissman do a kind of Stanley cameo. Yes, see? Gargoyles Classic Years is the non-canon Marvel run. My god, tongue does not want to work today. The clan building, okay. I can't be blamed for everything. Yes, you can. I already decided. I am the first lady of Gargoyle Nation. I do what I want here. Jason Momoa can't act. The thought of him as Goliath sickens me. If you can't see them on stage performing Shakespeare, they can't play Goliath. I will say, yeah, they need to have that little extra. So at least performing in the theater, you know, not necessarily 100 like Shakespeare, because that's like, wow. But I will accept a theater actor because again, it's a whole different thing. We're not looking for experienced thespians here. We're looking to lure the mindless public into the theater. That's unfortunately what happens. Yeah, I'm looking at the pages. They are legit listings with solicitation info from Dynamite and cover art. I used to perform Shakespeare. I'll gladly play any Gargoyle role. There, see? There, we got somebody. We got Simon. We got an actual fan who's willing to play a part. See, that's even better. So Classic Years and the SLG stuff are getting widespread releases apparently, but yeah, I had an eye on them for months and they kept getting delayed. Yeah. Why does the chat keep jumping on me? I don't like this. I don't like, wow, it jumped so far ahead. The Railway series, the books written by Rev W. Awdry and his son Christopher were published to feed lore to the fans and get to know the island of Sodor through its history. That's so cool. That's awesome. I love finding out stuff like this. That is so cool. Cut your losses, I hear Greg XP fist clutching from here. I know you're joking, but I hear people actually seriously suggest Momoa for Goliath, and I see when I watch something with Momoa in it, it's just he happens to be in it. I most movies I just kind of watch. I turn off the brain. Hellboy introduces Gargoyles. How about that? There, we can. If nobody shows up for Momoa Gargoyles, how are we supposed to greenlight the Liam Neeson Macbeth spin-off? Oh my god. You're gonna give Greg an aneurysm. But I thought you wanted Gina Carano's Demona. I've watched Keith David perform Shakespeare on stage. Dang. The reason why live action Gargoyles would be a mistake is because it would be a retread of old stories, but not done as well as it was in animated form. Not wrong. Gargoyles versus Ninja Turtles versus Warriors of Virtue. I wanted to be an actor as a kid, so Shiley raises hand for Gargoyles part, and I have my Garksona. It's fun. I have only done background acting, but it's fun, especially when you have a director that like wants you to do stuff as a background actor, not just, you know, oh, you walked across, you know, that sort of thing. When you actually have to do, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. We hammed it up. Some of that history for Thomas the Tank Engine is kind of dark. Oh dear. Now I really want to look this up. Thomas the Tank Engine gets dark? What? They're trains! What the heck? I don't mind a Hellboy Gargoyles crossover. I would take that. I am learning a lot about Thomas the Tank Engine tonight to Walter White sell meth from one of the boxcars. Yeah, apparently the Gargoyles chat has turned into Thomas the Tank Engine. I am here for it. I am learning... What? I remember just the little kiddie cartoons. It's like, hey, yeah, there's actual lore, and it's dark. It's like, I have to go to my library. I'm going... Upside is I have a book waiting for me already as it is, so I'm going to my library looking this up. It's a crime that Keith David can't reprise a Spawn in a sequel series to the HBO show nor an episode of Invincible because of Todd McFarlane being protective of the rights. Wiseman said a few times that he has no interest in a Gargoyles crossover with the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, we can all, like, want one, and we can all do, like, guys, if you're a writer and you know an artist, or you are an artist and know a writer, or you do both, there's literally nothing stopping you from making a fanfic of a Gargoyles Ninja Turtles crossover. If Greg never wants to do it, that's fine. I mean, Gargoyles is his baby, and I would never want to, you know, become the group that, you know, tells he's not the owner or whatever, but the creative mind behind it to be like, look, you need to do this, whatever, and then they unwillingly do it, and then kind of like no one really likes it sort of thing, and you bring like both of them down. Just do your own fan fiction, and people will read it. Do your own comic from it. Would you call it a fanfic if it's comic? No, there'd be another word for it. Comfic? Fanic? I don't... Whatever, but yeah. Like, guys, we're a huge community of writers and artists. Don't make money off of it because you're using other people's IPs, but go have fun with it. Just go have fun with it. James Paxson and I can tell you all about it. No. I stepped away. We're talking Gargoyles Thomas the Tank Engine crossover. Yep. Can we make that happen? If Thomas the Tank Engine is that dang dark, let's do it. Let's just freaking do it. Right now, what I'm most waiting for is the next 12-issue Gargoyles canon arc to be announced. I know. The fact that the Darkwing Duck crossover is halfway done already means we are that much closer to the 12-issue canon arc to start up again, and I cannot wait. Are you pushing my heater away again? She's legit pushing my heater away from me again. This cat, I swear. Yeah, she walked away from my heater. I fixed my heater. She did a loop around the basement. I don't know if I think she had a snack upstairs, and then she came back, and now she's stealing my heat again. Gargoyles updated up to 2026 with different Gargoyles factions across the country, maybe dystopian. Yes, it's time to get back to the canon. What the heck is going on? Does Weisman have writer's block or something? Logan's gonna get beat at the next CONvergence, isn't he? What? And the chat jumped on me again. For the record, years ago, Weisman had no interest in crossovers. I think he's mellowed on this. The Fantastic Four crossover, for example, and the Darkwing Duck crossover is a lot of fun. I mean, the Darkwing Duck crossover also helps that he's working with Tad Stones. So it's, you know, a little bit like he's working with someone he knows. So it's a little different there. And Fantastic Four, it goes back to his comic book days. So who knows, maybe one day he might warm up to a Gargoyles Ninja Turtle one, but I never want to be like I don't want it to be a forced idea for him. If he mellowed out, you know, to Fantastic Four and Darkwing Duck, maybe one day, 20 years from now, he'd be like, you know what? This might work out. Let's try something. Who knows? Fan comic is probably about right. Okay, fan comic. There we go. There. Not writer's block, but just waiting for the announcement. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I was all about fanfic and still am, but yeah, there are fan comics out there. Yeah, I love fan comics. I love them. The amount of people who do them and like their own ideas and stuff and don't get recognition is kind of sad. And the chat jumped on me again. Logan's gonna get his ass beat at the next CONvergence. Funnily enough, I created Thomas OCs inspired by Gargoyles characters. It's so cute. I'm pretty sure there are a few TMNT Gargoyles fanfics and art. I know there's fanfic. I know there's fanfic of the crossovers. I haven't come across, and I've come across artwork, but never a comic of the crossover. I think I'm most frustrated by is Disney isn't doing anything big with Gargoyles. Not that I'm not enjoying the short comics runs. I'm just wondering why, like, usually it's a company goes to the big company to get a license and then do their stuff. But like, so we got NECA that did their figures, and then Mondo is going to be it's more of a statue but with movable parts. So I wouldn't call them action figures. Where the heck are the other companies that make figures, and why aren't they approaching Disney? Because really, I would be fine with figures this small, and he's not that small. Here I have my lip balm that I always use as size comparison. Like, he's not that small. Make them this big. That's a decent size for a little action figure. That way they are a cheaper price point, especially because wings and stuff. Make them this size. Okay, let's go bug 30 then. Everybody go email 30. Tell them to pick up the license. Because these figures are also freaking fantastic. That's why I reviewed it. I broke him, or his piece, but that was a me. I broke it. But these figures are freaking fantastic. The joints on these alone, the best joints I have ever come across on any figure. No exaggeration. Cat, and it jumped on me again. Cats do things like that. They get jealous. If I have a laptop in my lap, Danica gets jealous. It's so cute. It's like I'm trying to do something and she's just like, no. Confession time, I wrote a few Gargoyles fan scripts, and by a few, I mean I'm currently editing the 3rd season scripts. Go you. Do you want Disney taking more of an interest? Personally, I'm happy with it doing well enough for Greg to keep telling his stories, not what the mouse decides to demand. Yes, I want Disney to allow more companies to do stuff. Like, let Greg do his thing. I don't want that messed up. I just want... Again, it's probably a thing of we need to find companies that we enjoy already and be like, look, can you go hit up Disney for a license? Let Disney just kind of sit back and take the money that's showing up. I don't want them doing Disney. You can. I have it posted on my site, which I'm a little wary of promoting on Desi's stream. If it's not, as long, like, if you want to promote it on my stream, Moran, you're good. If you're worried about permission, you have it. The whole thing, like, I'm here, like, I want to support artists and stuff. I don't have a huge thingy, whatever, presence on the YubTubs. So the little bit that I can give to other artists, by all means. Like, I promote, I help push Voices from the Eerie podcast whenever Greg's doing another episode. Like, we are a tiny community. We need to support each other and get the word out to other people who don't know about our tiny community. So if that was stopping you, by all means, promote your website. Go nuts. I'm still trying to write my own continuation of the TGS, but real life gets in the way. So long hiatus and too many ideas for more original ideas for my own Gargoyles universe. When is Logan gonna... I'll my luck later. Oh god. With Disney fan comics in mind, I've thought up tons of them, including one inspired by a rejected cartoon that had horse collar and what? Be back later. Take care. Bye, 3Def. We'll see you later. Dearest Heavenly Father, please allow Disney to allow Weisman to continue telling more and more stories and publish them. Amen. Self-promotion time. Voices from the Eyrie returns on February 27th with Vendettas. Have your banana cream pie ready. See, there you go. Say, this is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. Just like Greg has promoted my channel on his podcast. This is what we do. This is what we do. The small guys have to support each other. And agree, Desi, we appreciate you promoting us. We try to return the favor. This is what we do. This is what we do. We are both small creators. Well, technically with Jen, it would be a couple of us or a few of us, whatever. But my channel, that podcast would be very small. So always trying to get the word out of everybody so that and that's why I do the This Day in History, because it reaches a different audience. So hopefully, but problem is they don't watch long form. But yeah, it's that whole thing of just trying to get eyes on the channel so that eventually, hopefully, they come over here and then they find out about everybody else. That's the whole goal. Although funny enough, I didn't have one This Day in History this week, and I feel like an idiot. Oh God. For the record, not my podcast, Jennifer's podcast and mine. I am not a one-man show. That's why I said it's like the few of us and whatever. But yes, Greg is lucky enough to have a partner on his. I'm over here with the insanity on my own. I need to catch up on the voices from the Eyrie, working a number of extra shifts cut into time and I was using to listen to it. Yeah, if I'm not doing one thing, I'm doing another thing for the channel. Like, ugh. And on that note, gotta run for my other Saturday night engagement. Bye, Greg. Have a good night. Have fun over there. Your podcasts, by the way, are great. I need to catch up on them. There you go. I will have a couple of flights. I will have a couple of flights coming up later this week that should let me catch up on voices at last, or at least the most recent apps. See, there you go. That's what I do. I have like a year and a half to catch up with voices. I can do. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I have quite a few to catch up on. Like, ugh. I've said before how bad I am with podcasts. Doesn't matter how much I enjoy them. No, it's hard enough making my brain focus when I read, and that's where I'm doing something. What do you mean I need to sit there and just listen to nope. Oh, that's why I wasn't here last week. I was working an extra shift. I mean, money's always good, you know? Or you could do like truck and have my live on in the background and avoid it with your boss. Like, come on, man. Come on. Truck cares. Why don't you show? I'm awful. Y'all know this. I'm also trying to catch up on dropping names with Brent and Johnny. That's one I haven't even started. And then I keep wanting to give a listen to Bridget Bacco's what was it, Lies My Vajayjay Told Me, if I have the name correctly. I have yet to start with that one. It's just like so many podcasts, so many things I want to listen to, and I cannot sit down and listen. I can't. My brain wanders so easily. If I listen, I need the eyes also doing something. And so, like, yeah. I'll brag this much about my writing. It got my dad to look up and watch the actual series. Don't tell 1994 me that, though. Very cute. But yay! That's awesome. I wouldn't be able to work since I'm typically outside dealing with drivers. Some of the drivers I deal don't listen or pay attention. Yeah, downside of coworkers. Downside of coworkers. It is what it is, though, right? Like, we all kind of deal with it. We all kind of deal with it. She's just adorable right now. It's one of those, I wish I could pick her up and just show you just how she is. Like, at least I have it pointed towards me, so I'm not freezing anymore. And I still have a lot to learn before I'm ready to publish anything I write. Ooh, publishing. I like writing. None of it is publish worthy. It's just a fun thing I do. But it's fun. Writing is extremely fun, especially when everything's kind of flowing and your characters aren't being a bum about what you want them to do, or they're not saying, you know, things like, hey, yeah, no, we want to do this instead, and screwing up your entire plan. Yeah, that's when things flow, then it's fun. And then other times it's just like, nope. They just, it's almost like they're sitting there staring at you going, no, we don't want to do anything for you. And the upside is you can also self-publish. Like, granted, it's more difficult getting the word out there when you self-publish, but at least, you know, you can publish what you want. There's no, you know, big publisher trying to tell you, no, this won't work or whatever. I'm interested in getting published as long as I'm getting paid. Well, that's the whole point of publishing, right? It's to hopefully get paid from what you do. I have a friend in town here. She had published a book when I had met her, and she's currently working on the second, which she was kind enough to let me beta read a couple of chapters, and oh my god. But yeah, she's a published author. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, author. I was trying. My brain wanted to say Arthur. The worst part about me though is I haven't picked up her previous book, which I feel very terrible about. But what I want to do is I want to be able to pick it up, read it, and then see her soon after and get it signed. That's what I'm trying to do. But because she lives on the other side of the dang city and is also raising a family, it's so hard to see her. So, but I do need to pick up her book. I support also Kuma's bills, so I've been delaying picking up her book. Writing is fun. I do it semi-professionally, writing technical documents at work, and it is a blast trying to put breath and blood into bloodless specifications and procedures. Good on you for being able to do that. I couldn't. I don't think. If I wrote it out like in my own voice, then maybe. But yeah, good on you for being able to do that. I'm just hoping my writing won't be as bad as Brian's from Modern Family. From Family Guy, yeah. That was a good episode. Along with fan art and fanfic, I do want to improve my writing, and I do want to get published someday too. I love how so many people here want to get published. I love how so many people here are writing, and like, I love it. My grandfather had a few books published. They're all sports related, nonfiction, but that's still cool. Like, it doesn't matter that it's nonfiction. He was able to get published. I like there's my one friend, and then the author that I met. I've met him twice now, but his books are literally just nonfiction. It's nonfiction historical facts, but with swear words thrown in. Like that's his niche. That's what he did. It's like, I want people to learn history, but I don't want it to be boring. So he threw in swear words and made it fun. Like that's what he does. And he's done amazingly well. That's it. It's just, yeah. I'm jealous of anyone who can write. I can barely string words together into coherent sentences. Truck, you've heard me speak. I can barely pronounce words coming out of my head. The extent of my writing is contained in my D&D campaign, and that my friends constantly try to run off the rails. It's a wonderful challenge. Yeah, that's always the fun part, is of like, oh, I see where you're going with this. No, I'm going my own way. My grandma had a few short stories and poetry books published. Just said, see, look at this. Look at this. This is so very cool. I love this. This is amazing. I don't have writers in the family. Or at least none that were announced to me. No one told me that. Direct family, definitely not. So yeah, this is cool. Look how many writers I know. This is awesome. This is fantastic. And you all, like, I don't expect a free copy, but at least like send me one for like discounted, and I'll promote it. No, that's still discounted. But yeah, it's just like, give it a little nudge. That's the whole point, right? I'm toying with an idea that's slowly taking shape. I have the general idea. Sean, stop torturing me. One of my best friends writes plays about forgotten queer women in history and acts in said plays, and she is that is amazing. Splargry Goobert, that's so cool. Like, it's one thing to write a novel or a short story, that's what. But to write a play where, like, because then you have to perform it. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. I feel it takes like another level to it. Because the thing is, you can't, when you write a novel or a short story, you can put one of the a character's perspective in it so the reader can understand certain things. In the play, like, it's got to be there up front. So writing it, like, the words have to, oh my god. About some of my Thomas OCs, Gavin and Brave Engine was an OC I created inspired by Griff. He was a lost engine missing since World War II. Oh, just because Chaos is trying to get Gadget to dance with him. Go away, Sean. Go away. I learned how to play a little bit, and I want to use D&D as a guide to flesh out my Gargosona and write more original fantasy and sci-fi stories. Nice. I'm working on my own original piece of work. The title is Why Live Action Gargoyles is a Must. Hold on, I need to ban someone for just to get. Logan's lucky I can't get my friggin' computer to let me search up websites. Just ban. Hey, the upside is Logan's gonna be hiding at CONvergence. He will not announce himself as Logan. He's gonna have an alternate name now. He's just asking for it. Speaking of pieces of work. I love it. What else has been happening this week? Gargoyles has been pretty slow again, unfortunately, but people are getting their hardcovers. They're shipping out the signed hardcovers. I'm still waiting for anything. I should have just ordered all 3 paperbacks. You would never. Try me, Logan. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But I can scare you about doing it. I can do that. Yeah, I really wish I just ordered the 3 paperbacks, because at this point oh no, but I ordered extra stuff with it, so I still wouldn't have gotten the paperbacks. Oh my god. I just want the email saying, hey, by the way, we shipped it. That's it. And honestly, playing RPGs with friends is a really good way to flesh out characters, especially how they react/interact in different scenarios. It's true. You see a very tall guy at CONvergence, just ignore him. To be fair, my idea of tall is you have to be taller than me, and I'm on the tall side. So if you ever get a chance to see anything with Margot MacDonald in it, do it. She does tours in Britain sometimes, and she's also writing a book. Nice. I miss the theater. Luckily, I was able to get to see a play last year. Yeah, last year. I am forgetting the name of it, but it was based off of, oh my god. I believe it was Orpheus. Yeah, the story of Orpheus. So I'm like, oh, look, ancient Greek stuff. Yes, I need to go see it. I cannot remember the name of it right now, though. Oh my god, I feel so terrible. I still have the playbook from it, too. Remember the name. Oops. Yeah, the super fancy hardcovers are still in the queue. Like, oh my god. I'm literally not going to see my order until like October or something at this rate. I'm not getting my paperbacks till the end of the year. Remember that rejected Horace horse collar and space cartoon I told you about? I'll have to give it another look to get the full context and draw inspiration from there. I'm still waiting on a notification that my copies have shipped. At least, like, y'all rubbing it in my face now. I got my reprinted Gargoyles paperback yesterday or 2 days ago, and I've never been so excited to read it. I'm so jealous. I'm really hoping I can find the money to go to CONvergence someday. I mean, given the state of things, I'd hold off on probably going to Minnesota, unfortunately. But yeah, I hope, I mean, usually we do the milestone anniversaries of Gargoyles for CONvergence, so the next one won't be for another 8 years? For another big Gargoyles one, if I am counting correctly, because the last big CONvergence one was... No, this would be 3 years now, wouldn't it? Been 3 years since that one? Or 2 years? Okay, I don't know time. I'm trying to remember it. Because obviously it wasn't this past summer. I think it was the summer before. So this would be 2 years. I'm going to say 8 years. I encourage everyone who can do go to CONvergence, especially when we have a Gargoyles get together planned. Yep. Again, the next one should be in about 8 years. That's the one I'm aiming for. See, 2 years ago. Yay, I was right. So yeah, in about 8 years, it should be another, because we just did the 30th. Numbers are hard. But yeah, in 8 years, it will be another, you know, big number. So 8 years means plenty of time to save up. Nobody has the excuse. Well, no, I almost say no one has an excuse not to go, because like if CONvergence was 3 years from now, I'd be like, okay, I still have time to save. But if it was a thing of I have everything saved and CONvergence is this year, this would have screwed everything up. That would have screwed everything up. So like things happen. But yeah, there's time to save. 3 or 8 depends on if we do a 35th or 40th. Oh, true. 35th would be a decent number to Greg. Can we do 40? Can we do 40? Just to be on the safe side. Just not until the 40th. That gives me an idea of a theme for Zenkai Con 2020. Ooh, not 1,000. No, not 1,000 years. Unfortunately, no. I suggest a 35th. No, Logan, we don't do that. We do the big numbers. So yeah, last one was 30th. I'm okay with a 35th. I'd rather just wait for a 40th. It's fine. I'm good with a 40th. We have Greg Weisman on the record as committing to attend the 40th anniversary. He'll probably show up for a 35th too, but the 40th is going to be more of a Greg and company type thing. So yeah, like we'll get Greg definitely in 8 years. So God alone knows if that will be able to happen, but we can hope. Yeah, see, this is why it's just like, let's do the 40. 1,000 is a big number. It's big and it's not, but none of us can wait for 1,000 years. And for none of us know any practicing sorcerers or sorceresses. So 1,000 is a bit of a leap that we can do. A little bit. Oh my God, she's snoring. I wish I could bring the mic over so you guys could hear it. She has teeny tiny little snores right now. The teeniest, tiniest snores. It's adorable. Oh, gotta make sure. Gotta see if the housemate can feed Kuma so that, or already has fed Kuma, so that Kuma can get his meds. It's hilarious. Kuma today has been absolutely taking over one of my housemates' office chair. So she's trying to work, and Kuma just keeps squeezing himself between the back of the chair and her. And then he'll sit there and like attack her hair and everything. He's being adorable today. Danica's snoring, KO Joe. Danica's over here stealing my heat. And she's snoring. We should plan a get together in 2994 for the 1000th anniversary. I agree, but I probably will have a schedule. I'm definitely going to have a scheduling conflict. Apparently Kuma is sound asleep, so they don't want to feed him. He's going to be very upset because he can't eat an hour before and an hour after, so he's going to be upset after his meds. Yes, it does, Logan. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And at the same, you know what? I have the same feeling with my provincial government. So nowhere near as bad, but the same feeling of, oh God, when is this going to end? Yeah, so I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, this chair is highly uncomfortable today. I don't know why. It's very strange. It's not like it's a new chair. It's the same old chair that I keep knocking into the dang desk. Ugh. Okay, let's try this. Ugh. That's why I keep leaning forward, because it just feels so stupid uncomfortable. So I'm like, okay, maybe this will help. And, you know, because this also kind of feels a little bit. But yeah, there we go. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we got just a little bit under 45 minutes left. We are doing good. My cat is demanding attention and food from me now, or rather, meow. Yep. It's what they, yeah, funny enough, well, Kuma passed out upstairs, so he won't be visiting here. But otherwise, yeah. But Danica, she's usually not. She'll usually be somewhere else, but today is like, nope, want to steal all the heat. I'd ask Greg Weisman for writing advice, but knowing him, I'd have a better chance of finding Carmen Sandiego. I have found it's relatively easy-ish to get a hold of Greg Weisman. It's hard, like, he's so busy with other things, it's hard for him to respond, type thing. But I do know that it was last year? Yeah, last year at was it last year? Yes, last year. He gave some advice at the latest Fan Expo at Chicago. There is that. But yeah, so last year he was at TFCon LA, and he did a panel with a bunch of writers, and he gave some advice there too. And that one I know is online. So yeah, he gives advice pretty much anytime he's at a convention. He gives advice because there will be somebody going, oh, I have the chance to speak to a writer, you know, let's pick their brain a little bit. So yeah, he does all the time. And this is why it's like, guys, if you really want to talk to Greg Weisman and there's a convention local to you, reach out to the convention to get them to invite him. Because it's not like he goes around asking conventions if he can attend. He wants it works better if conventions approach him to attend. That's usually, it's the better way. Guests will never like push themselves on a convention. They want to be invited. So yeah, just do that. According to my notes, read a lot and not just modern stuff, and go where the work is, NYC, LA, up, and learn to proofread. Proofreading's the biggest one. The biggest one. Pick the writer's brains for all. When it comes to meeting writers, if you want to write, meeting voice actors, if you want to get into voice acting, harder with actors, because it's usually the big guys and whatever. Just pick their brains. Always pick their brains. The ones who are awesome, the good ones, will 100% give you all the advice that they can give, because they want to see other people succeed. They want to see other people get into the industry, whichever industry it is. Same with comic artists, artists in general, like whatever. One thing that artists usually say is, hey, yeah, if you want to get into art is learn human anatomy. You know, when it comes to writing, learn how to proofread and read everything, not just modern stuff, but read a little bit of everything, you know, but yeah, proofreading is the biggest one. Index cards for writing a short, index cards. You can not post-it notes, index cards. And that was one of the pieces of advice he gave at TF. This is why I put that little bit before my video of my interview with him. There's just that little, because I found it also funny the way, because of Greg and his sense of humor and the way he delivers stuff. But yeah, so I put that at the beginning of the video for that. The reason I'm so shy about getting on Ask Greg to ask him anything is because I'm worried my questions might be too, no such thing. If you don't know the answer, it's not a stupid question. That's the thing. It took me years to kind of wrap my head around that. But if you don't know the answer, why is it? It can't be a stupid question because you don't know the answer. It's stupid to somebody who knows the answer, but that they learned the answer who knows how long ago or whatever, or even they're wrong. They think they know the answer. There is no stupid question. There is no just ask. Just ask. It's fine. And plus, you don't even, if you're too shy about it, you don't need to use your real name. Go by some screen name that maybe no one knows, or just make up a new one. Like, it's fine. If you're that worried, that way no one knows it's you if you think it's too stupid. It's fine. But Greg is very approachable when it comes to that sort of thing. Logan, I'm not even reading out that comment. I refuse. No. That's just bad. The scripts might as well be sheets of gold in the sense they'd be more useful beaten thin and sprinkled over a millionaire sundae. Pretty much. It needs to go through somebody's digestive system. But no, a lot of, especially with the people who go to conventions, the actors and whatever, again, as long as it's not the big names actors, so many of them are so willing to just answer questions, especially if they have a panel where they can just keep that way, because lining up, depending on the size of the line, whatever, they'll keep their answers short because they want to meet everybody. But if they have a panel and you have the opportunity to stand in front of a mic and ask them a question, they are more than happy to answer. They really are. I've been to TFCon Toronto enough times in my life, like, I'm not even going to count, where literally the voice actors, like, they'll answer your questions. So long as it's not like keep it PG. As long as you keep things PG, they will answer anything. That's the biggest thing. It's the same with YubTub. You know, keep it PG and everything will be fine. It's that sort of thing. Always keep in mind that you got to keep it PG. This shirt has a tag in the worst possible place. Woo, 7:23. Oh, so many. All right, what's everyone doing? What is everyone's plans for the rest of the night? Because everyone else's nights are actually going to be shorter than mine. Keep it PG unless you're in a blue mug, in which case, and absolutely do not keep it PG. Thank you, Moran, for that. Yes, thank you for that correction. Yeah, if you're in a blue mug, no holds barred. Just have at. Just have at. I don't think anyone can be worse than Bridget, and that's just go nuts. I asked John Barrowman a question at a convention, and he seriously spent like 6 minutes answering. See? Sometimes the big ones are good. Sometimes the big actors are cool with that. It's hit or miss with the bigger actors because you never really know. I've heard stories about some of them where it's just kind of like, I don't even want to see you at a convention that I'm at. But yeah. Especially a blue mug with Tom Adcox Hernandez, in which, yeah, even Tom had, yep. the things you wish you could record just for personal use of, I just want to hear this nonsense again, that sort of thing. I'm going to binge watch some Disney afternoon cartoons tonight together. Inspiration for my content. Oh yeah. Literally, I'm just eating pizza tonight. I'm so boring tonight. I finished reading my book because it was short. So like, yeah. I got nothing. I'll probably have, if anything, it's going to be writing another script for the channel, because I need to go back and do that top 10 that I promised. Oh my god. That was... So, if you guys watched my Xanatos review, I mentioned at the very top about how things went kind of sideways for this week for the video. And that's why there was no This Day in History at all this week. And so, funny enough, I sat down to record the video that I had planned that we had quickly discussed at the end of the last live. And usually when I record a video, I will record about a week's worth of This Day in History just so I have them. It's like, oh, I have time to record. Let me throw these in, because literally recording those takes about 5 minutes for a week's worth. But so I did all that. And then Wednesday night, when I finally had time to edit, I sat down, got all my files put together and everything ready to edit, pressed play so I could start editing, and it sounded like I was in a damn cave. I don't know what happened. I don't ever change my setup here for anything, because like at the most it's, no, I don't change anything. At most I'll turn off my mic, because that way it's like if I unplug anything, I will forget to plug it back in. So I'm like, on the safe side, let me just keep everything. Oh, I keep hitting this dang thing. Keep everything plugged in. And I don't know what happened. It went from using my mic to pick up my audio to my webcam. And everything just went to crap. Just everything. It was gone. But, and no matter how much I altered, I played with the audio for I don't even know how long. I lost so much time playing with the audio that it was literally just, I can't. There's nothing there. It's unfixable. There's one thing I learned about, my radio broadcasting days in college. It was like, if you have bad audio, you're done. You can't do anything. Like the fact that I get decent audio out of my setup here, it's mostly the mic. But it's like, if there's an echo, if there's this, you can't remove that. It's there. You can remove some echo depending on how it is. But the other downside was I got rid of some of the echo. But because the webcam mic is so bad, it's also very tingy. So imagine like hearing a slight echo, which is fine. And then every so often you hear this high-pitched tinge. And it's like, every time I tried to remove more echo, that tinge got worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, it bothers me just to hear it in editing. I can't put people through this for like, how long was for 10 minutes of whatever I'm trying, like no one will. So it's like, oh God. So Wednesday night, it's literally run down to the basement, throw on makeup, record as quickly as I can. Like, I'm not even gonna bother with This Day in History. Record as fast as I can, edit as fast as I can. It was even late to my patrons. I felt so bad. I'm just like, but I got it done. I'm like, I don't know what happened. It just did a switch. Everything was plugged in. I don't know what happened. But yeah, that's the story of, this is why I didn't do the top video that I was planning on doing. So I get to try and record that this week instead. Then at least this time I know, check the audio right after. That's the one downside about this whole thing, is I can't hear the audio as I'm recording it. I can't plug in my headphones and be like, oh, okay, it's sounding okay. Simply take them out and keep, recording. I wish there was a way to do that, because I would do that in a heartbeat, because that's what I prefer, but it is what it is. I've been having difficult and frustrating trouble trying to export a speed drawing vid of my now banner. I want to use it for reintroduction vid. So yeah, stuff gets in the way. Wow, a speed drawing vid of your banner. Where did you record it on? X messed with the audio settings while you were away. You need to yeah, probably. It was probably like, look at that face. Look at that face. That is not an innocent face. Hey, there's Ghost Max. Safe and sound at home. Welcome. Yeah, Miranda's very ill. Very ill. I'm like, of all the things, I just, like, you can have not great visuals for YubTub. You cannot have bad audio. You cannot. That's the one, because people can like have it playing in the background and just listen. But your audio's crap, then no, you can't. No one's gonna listen. No one. I wouldn't. I was trying to edit it and I didn't want to listen. Go back and watch as soon as you can. You missed the greatest discussion of all time. We talked about how cool live action Gargoyles would be. Should we hold a vote on whether or not to ban Logan for the next live? I mean, I already know which way the answers are gonna go, but we can still hold a vote. We can still hold a vote. I am fine with the vote. Democracy in action, yes? Yes. I'm just having fun. Well, I only ban the people who deserve the ban. That's all. And luckily I've only had to do that, what, twice? And that was that one live where weirdos came in. So the upside of a small live, that's the one upside. See, I told you. See, Sean said yes. I have Krita drawing program and have used old school photos legacy, and I'm experimenting with Clipchamp. It says the file is too big, but I still have plenty of storage on my system. I know Clipchamp, I don't know Photos Legacy, and I don't know Krita, so that's the only downside. If somebody else knows, by all means. The only one I know is Clipchamp, and it's easy enough to work with Clipchamp. The fact that it's saying the file is too big, you may have to, honestly, if the file is too big, if it's at all possible, because sometimes the program itself is weird, it's not the storage on your system. Just take what you have and break it up into smaller files, and then if you're using Clipchamp to edit it, then just throw them all into Clipchamp and just make sure they're in the right order. That's the only advice I can give. I hate Clipchamp just because you always have to be connected to the internet to use it. I absolutely hate that function of it. Like, no, I don't want to be connected to the internet. This just uses up more freaking battery. Yeah, see, the software itself. You have yet to ban me. But Splargery Goober, you're here for the kittens. Why would I ban someone who's here for the kittens? Yeah, I cannot do that. The kitten lovers cannot be banned. It's too hurtful. There's no. It's all the kitten love. Besides, how can I ban someone with the name Splargery Goober? Like, Splargery Goober. But yeah, try that, Cosmina. It could be that just, yeah, it's the program itself. Unless you also, if you're able to sail the high seas and get high sea versions of certain Adobe products. If you know how to, that's what I don't pay subscriptions for programs that once you pay for it, you should have it. No. All that Adobe stuff was you pay for it once and then it was yours. And then they decided to go subscription everything. And I just went no. And it really freaking hurt when I had Adobe Audition and my computer died. That was fun. So I lost it too. Eating the frosting from a Dunkaroos because the toddlers ate only the cookies and have therefore failed to Dunkaroo properly. Lordy Goober, what is wrong with your toddlers? Half the fun of Dunkaroos is the frosting. What is going on over there? Does Auntie Desi need to come over and like what? You know, like keep trying what you're doing, Cosmina, but I think to save yourself some time, break it up. Just break up the file in 2, 3, 4, whatever. Save yourself some time and see if that works like first instead of kind of struggling, especially if you're already been struggling. Like just break it up now and see, because you'll see faster, you know, if it's still screaming, you know that the file is too large. Because if that's the biggest issue, then there you go. Dunkaroos are awesome, especially the vanilla with sprinkles. Yes, I'm like, Dunkaroos are the best, okay? Fight me. Dunkaroos were amazing. I absolutely loved them. I especially liked the ones, it wasn't Dunkaroos, but it was essentially the Italian version, and it was the breadsticks with the Nutella in it. Oh my god. That's the only competitor to Dunkaroos. I wish I could remember the name of that one, though. And yeah, I'd rather not do Adobe as it's expensive, and I recently heard Adobe was going to stop making their animation program, and there was rage. But this is why I sailed the high seas, Cosmina. There's no cost. Hard agree, but these are the Cinnamon Toast Crunch ones, so they should be even better. They have Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dunkaroos? Why did no one tell me that? What? There is Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dunkaroos. What? The thought of the amount of sugar in that is making my tummy hurt. Yeah. That's why I mean, it would be like, let's have Dunkaroos for this one day and not touch it again for 3 months. That's the way I would be. I'm on a diet, so I'd have to eat Dunkaroos sparingly. My diet is food. I don't look at the calories. I kind of look at the sugar content because just to make sure I'm not going crazy with the sugar content for the day. Otherwise, I just eat. I don't care. I have Krita and wish I had used it more than a couple of times, or I might be able to give advice. I was unaware of a Cinnamon Toast Crunch type. Exit chat to break the speed limit on the way to the grocery store. See? Was it Nutella and Go? That name sounds too long. It may have had a different name in Canada, but yeah. Yeah, see? Cinnamon, no one knew about Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dunkaroos. Sploggy Goobert, look what you've done. Look what you've done. Even I want to step out and go find these Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dunkaroos. Tomorrow. Half-price chocolate and Cinnamon Toast Crunch Dunkaroos. This is the plan now. Splurgy Goobert, look what you've done. Look at what you've done. I gave up sugar a few years ago. Never had much of a sweet tooth, though, but I love salt. I put salt. Oh, salt. Yes, salt is the biggest one where I have to be careful. That's my... Luckily, apparently, I do a very good job of being careful with it, because every time I go see the doctor, there's no complaints about my blood pressure and all that stuff. Splargy Goober, what have you done? What have you done? Yeah, salt's my biggest thing. That's why it's like, I want to eat a bag of chips. No, that's a lot of salt. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I have to make sure that when I cook for everyone in the house that I undersalt. Not that I oversalt, but I'd rather also play it safe. Because, you know, sometimes people just don't like a certain amount of salt on certain foods. So I'm like, I will purposely undersalt so that, you know, people can add. Because you can't take it away. You can't take the salt away once it's there. Remember your trip to Japan, Andy? I said to myself, thinking about this. Yes, Blogger Goobert, you are a terrible influence. Shame on you. Feel awful. You are a bad person. No, I can't even go with that. Salt with McDonald's scrambled eggs. Name a better duo. What? For one thing, McDonald's has scrambled eggs. I did not know this. I don't eat at McDonald's. I had McDonald's last year. I had American McDonald's. Big mistake. I got sick from that. Not a horrible sick, but I got very uncomfortable. So at the very least, I'm never again touching American McDonald's. There's no. Yeah, I don't tend to touch McDonald's. Just I mostly because it's like, you guys are charging this much for this. Really? I remember when this was $1. I have that mindset. A potato can take salt away. Oh, baked potato. Baked potato with salt and butter. Actually, what's really nice is a sweet potato, baked sweet potato with butter and salt and sugar. That's where it's at. Yeah, see, McDonald's is too pricey. For what it is, McDonald's is way too pricey. I put salt on my McDonald's salty French fries and regret is my companion. Oh, they have scrambled egg. No, but see, Logan, if they had the eggs in Canada, they would actually be real eggs. Because we have food standards in Canada. Just choose the... Is anything on the dollar menu actually $1? I don't know. To be fair, the reason I got the McDonald's in the States last year was because it was around Halloween and they had their boo buckets and I was trying to get the Halloween, the ghost bucket, and I managed to get the ghost bucket. See, I avoid McDonald's. Yeah, no, like if I want like really good potatoes, I get the little potatoes and I boil them and then I smash them individually. I don't smash them together. I just kind of smoosh them on a tray and bake them, and they come out so crunchy. They come out so crunchy. Come and get White Castle. You can get sick for a whole lot less money. I never have I been to a no. I went. Oh, where did I go? Friends took me to, I can't remember if it was an In-N-Out or, no, I think it was an In-N-Out. They took me to an In-N-Out, which was not bad. I got sick from that, though. I got slightly sick from that. I want to try White Castle. I've never tried White Castle. I keep going to the States every so often. I'm like, guys, take me to your crappy restaurants that I don't have in Canada. Like, don't... The harder part is like some of the American restaurants, because I'm in Alberta, we actually have quite a few of the American places that the rest of the country does not. So it's really weird. But we don't have White Castle. So I want to try the crap food and then never eat it again. I haven't eaten McD's in years. I have no intention of ever eating it. I know someone who hasn't touched McDonald's in like 30 years. It's crazy. Raw or boiled potato? No raw. No raw potato. No. I haven't touched McDonald's in years. It's too expensive for slop. That makes me feel like crud. See, that's I like their coffee. I will go for McDonald's coffee. Sometimes their French fries, because sometimes you just need that hit of salt, and dang it, they do good on their fries. But that's it. Being a parent with children, I eat a lot of McDonald's. That I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah. What's a ghost bucket? No, it's they had McDonald's for Halloween. They have the little trick or treat basket or buckets, and it has a ghost face on it. That's literally it. Last year, no, not last year's when I got the ghost one. I think it was a year or two before that I tried. Canada never got them, so I happened to again be in the States in time for Halloween, and I tried to get one, and I got the orange one. I'm like, no, I want the ghost one. It's a bucket that died with unfinished business. McDonald's ain't as shit as it was years ago, true, but you know, prices of food, yeah. McDonald's Canada used to have scrambled eggs in the big breakfast, but they don't make them anymore. See, okay, so I was right. But yeah, it's the whole promotion of using real egg here in Canada. We use real food in Canada, not like I want to try the crap food and then never eat it again. Okay. It's one of those things, especially because certain places, some people like rave about the food. It's like, okay, I'll try it, but guaranteed, just because, you know, it's it's made in America, so it's maybe the extra salt, the extra sugar, the extra whatever that they're allowed to put in the States that isn't in Canada. So I'll eat it and be like, you guys eat this how many times? What? No, no, no. I eBayed the McNugget buddies they had a few years ago. I just couldn't bring myself to buy McDonald's. You know what? At least you got your McNugget buddies and you didn't have to eat the food. Although, to be honest, I probably would have given the food to somebody. But again, I also feel bad about giving somebody McDonald's. It's why would I give you bad food that I think is bad? Ronald McDonald must be embarrassed by how badly business is in America these days. I'm surprised to find out that Wendy's is closing. Like, that shocked me. McCafe is superior to Tim's these days. Yeah, Tim's has been bad for so long, but the fact that they couldn't even keep their coffee and they lost it to McDonald's, and now McDonald's has the good coffee, that just... even my mother was like, no, I'm going to McDonald's for coffee. And you know what? She's never been a Tim Hortons person. That's the funny thing. Like, Tim Horton, yeah, she always found Tim Hortons coffee. The only time she got Tim Hortons was if she had to make a stop or whatever. It was there and she grabbed it. Okay, fine. She's like, no, I don't like the Tim Hortons coffee. And we're talking already like 10, 15 years ago. She didn't like it. So it was long before the switch too. We use real food in Canada, not like, you can say we all know, not like us Americans. Again, it depends who's making the food, because again, I had family who had a restaurant in New Jersey and it was good food. It just depends on who's making it and all that stuff. So it's more the buying from the grocery store and buying actual produce and stuff. When it comes to things like McDonald's, we can compare the two and go, Canada does a better job. Comes to Wendy's, Canada does a better job. You know, because of the restriction, because of Health Canada, really. I tried their Szechuan sauce after Rick and Morty hyped it up. It was pretty good. I didn't even try that, but everyone was hyping it up. Most fast food is just going to suck. Yeah, it is. Go for the international foods, Jamaican jerk, any shawarma joint. Seriously, just go on an event. That's usually what I do. Although I will give credit to A&W when they did their, what was it called? Splargy Goober, you're the other Canadian in here. I don't know if truck goes to A&W. The Piri Piri. That's what it was. They did their Piri Piri burgers. Oh my God. Addicted. Wendy's has gone downhill like crazy, man. I remember going to Wendy's and I think it was their spicy avocado chicken burgers. I was addicted to those. And then they even went downhill on that. I'm like, you did good for 1 year and then you screwed it up after that. What are you guys doing? Her father must be rolling in his grave. Shawarma's addicting. Shawarma's addicting. And yet Arby's isn't. When was the last time you saw someone in an Arby's? When was the last time you saw an Arby's? I can't remember the last time I saw an Arby's. Their new version of the taco salad is a joke. Wendy's has been bad for a while now, and the corporate office tried that dynamic pricing thing. Oh yeah, the dynamic pricing. Oh my God, how do you... Like, granted, the grocery stores are going to try that too. But honestly, for fast food, you're going to try dynamic pricing? Get out. Just get out. You try dynamic pricing, you don't get my money anymore. That's the only way to show them that you refuse to put up with their shenanigans. Just stop. Your wallet goes elsewhere. Depends on if the place has the A crew on site or not. I hadn't heard about Wendy's. I like to get their spicy chicken sandwiches. Honestly, like I now get like the chicken sandwiches from unfortunately I think it's the Loblaws. No, the the Sobeys brand. Compliments. They're actually really stupid good. I once put honey mustard on a Wendy's triple and almost beheld the honey mustard in general. What the heck? Why is it so good? I don't understand this. Fast food joints are most likely to be the high school students' first job, so quality preparation is up in the air. No, but the corporations have been doing stuff. They've been screwing around with stuff. Arby's. Wow. My mom and I eat Arby's all the time. I have an Arby's close to me. Wow, look at this. I literally can't remember the last time I saw an Arby's. We got Arby's all over the landscape here. Truth be told, I actually like Arby's. I've never had Arby's. I'm not judging Arby's on their quality of food because I can't. I've literally never had it. But it's one of those things of, they do so well, but I've never seen one. The piri piri chicken burgers were so good. Say, it's not just me. It's not just me. And I hope they bring them back because they're so dang good. The Arby's near me has good mozzarella sticks. Oh, mozzarella sticks are so good. Look at all the Arby's locations. So apparently they're just hidden in corners. A-Dub is good in general, though. Team burgers are the best. Oh, yes. The team burgers are my favorite. I've always, plus it's the burger with the most toppings, so that's the one I aim for. I think Wendy's is closing 200 to 300 locations. Yeah, while we're on the subject of fast food, has anyone ever tried Korean-style fried chicken? Yes. When I lived in my apartment over here, they opened up a Korean fried chicken literally across the street. I wasted a lot of money at that place. It's so good. It's so good. And it reheats so well too. And it was the garlic. Oh my God. I haven't had Korean fried chicken in so long and now I want it. Andrew, why? I don't have a Korean fried chicken place near me anymore. What are you doing to me, man? Now I want Korean fried chicken. A good way for corporations could save money would be to slash executive salaries. Ghost, what are you doing here being logical and stuff? Why are you out here telling the truth? That you're gonna hurt the corporation's feelings, man. Come on. We lost both of our Arby's and I am somewhat sad. Yeah, A&W represent. Korean fried chicken is the best KFC. Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, it's like Ogam. Oh, that was the name of the place. But I'm very pleased with our Portillo's for junk food. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what was been started. The garlic one is fantastic. Of course, with me though, if it says garlic, I'm gonna take it every time. It's garlic something. Yes, 100%. Give me the garlic. Just give me the garlic. Money well fried. Yes, money well fried. That's the best way to put it. Oh, Korean fried chicken. There's one place just north of downtown Calgary. It's really hard. It's kind of hard to get to just because you have to go around and over the river and everything. And it's hard to find parking. But oh my God, the chicken was so good. Oh, that's it. I'm going to splurge. Not tonight because I'm not leaving the house at this hour for chicken. But maybe I can convince one of the housemates because she has a week off. We can share the cost of the Korean fried. Oh, I'm doing this. So thank you, Andrew, maybe? I like a place called Wingstop, really good chicken. See, chicken is so... We brought it back to chicken. We talked about chicken at the top of the 2 hours, and we brought it right back down to chicken. I love that. See, chicken is good. You can do everything with chicken. Chicken makes a lot of people happy. There's a place nearby that serves Korean fried chicken. I'll try that. Yes. Yes. A&W Buddy Burger. Yes. The A&W... Okay, so there's the regular Buddy Burger, and then they have the Buddy Burger with the fried chicken, the chicken burger, the Buddy chicken burger, whatever the heck it's called. Both. Oh my God. Now I want A&W. Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, yeah. A&W, especially their Buddy Burgers. Almost every time I come back from a trip, because I come back so late, it's let me just stop at A&W and get some food. Oh shoot, I just looked up Calgary because I wasn't sure where it was, to be honest. That's a huge... You consider 1.5 million people huge? Man, I used to live half an hour from Toronto. That's where it's huge. Calgary is more big in size. 1.5 million is nothing. Okay, now I'm getting kind of hungry. Emphasis on kinda. See, look what we did to each other. I didn't know Canada had cities that sized. J. Albert King, look up the population of Toronto. That's where your shock is going to be. Toronto and Montreal and Vancouver. Those are the 3 cities to look up. Calgary is nothing compared to those 3. My town recently had a KFC open across the street from a Mary Brown's, so I expect a violent rivalry. Mary Brown's I still have to try. I've never tried a Mary Brown's. I think I have one near me. I can't remember. But yeah. Holding a spinning spiral up to the chat. Food. I've heard good things about Mary Brown for chicken, so my country's entire population was about 1.5 million for years. Wow. Anything over 1 million is huge to me. I'll take something 300K and under. I grew up in a town 600K? Even that seems a little bit high for me. But yeah. But I lived in a part of the town where it was dead. Because also it was the town that they included, like, I don't even know how many cities in that town. And then my city was just like, oh. 5 minutes to 8, so yes, I have to cut this out because, as usual, I have to go give Kuma his medication. He likes it. He treats it like it's a treat. He's the little weirdo. I don't get it. But anyway, but yeah, so I need to go do that. So, guys, this was a fun freaking chat. Now I am starving, so thank you all for that. Everyone go get Korean fried chicken if you can, or go get something to just nosh on, because now I'm pretty sure everyone is hungry after this chat. I love how we just railroad onto just random ass things, and pretty much I love the randomness of these chats. It's never about gargoyles, it's about food and stuff. So anyway, guys, have yourselves a good night. Have yourselves a great weekend. Don't forget about the half off chocolates tomorrow, half off candy, half off everything. If it's pink and red, it's half off. So all that, and as usual, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, be the good that you want to see in the world, and I will see you all next week. And so until then, bye.